Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, the Australian dollar overnight staged a mild rally and now manages to claim the high of 71.49. Overall, it says the bulls will show some hesitancy as the climb continues. The reason behind that is towards the 60-day moving average seen at 71.68 should draw supply. For the next couple of days, US-China trade talks will, of course, have some significant influence on the pair, as we have recently seen. US and China officials held their first face-to-face negotiations since a 90-day truce was declared in a trade war between Washington and Beijing, and in the hope of ending a bruising confrontation between the world's two largest economies. Hopes that the sixth round of negotiations between the two sides could yield a breakthrough. Talks among the mild-level US and Chinese trade representatives would see, hopefully from Monday and Tuesday, some further ease on the current proposal that's in place. If no agreement is reached, though, the US tariffs of 200 billion of Chinese goods will increase in March to 25% from the current 10%. As I mentioned, I expect to see the market retreat from the area of 71.70.90 and look back towards a region of 70 cents and then reassess from there. Well, the dollar index crumbled overnight and took out the level of 95.40 and posted a low of 95.17. This, on the flip side, is now seeing the euro approach in a faster manner to the crucial level of 114.80 figure. Currently trading at 81, could see the door open further to the upside if breached, and this in turn will see stops trigger up towards a rally of 115.50 to 116.40. But let's not get too bullish on the euro at the moment, as we've seen many rejections from this level and could so again. So let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. Support on the day seen at 114 figure 15. Well, the dollar yen is now pressuring the resistance, coming over around 109.35.55. It is assessed, though, that further upside tests should fail or be limited, and therefore could see a turnaround to 108.10 to 107.45. Overall, though, I am not bullish on this currency as of yet. The sterling, well, the market's getting a little bit more anxious in terms of what the Brexit outcome is after Theresa May has delayed the vote and pushed it now out to January 15, and the Prime Minister has insisted it will not be delayed again. The vote, which will determine the fate of Theresa May's draft withdrawal agreement with the EU, was originally set for December 11th, but was delayed once defeat became inevitable, should I say. With the date now reset, let's see what happens in the next coming few days. Do note, though, a break above 128 would give further scope to the upside and bring in a target of 128.60 and maybe a little bit higher. But I would not be bullish above these levels. I'd be more ready to prepare myself to start shortening the market, looking for different objectives once these indicators start swaying slightly to a negative stance. At this stage, we are still looking at the resistance of 1,300, with only the pullbacks being shallow, still poses a slight threat to the upside. And of course, with the officials from Washington and Beijing talking, has put a little bit more flavour in terms of safe haven demand. If we do get a break above 1,300, then the new target for 2019 will be somewhere around 1,350 to 65. But at this stage, we're still overbought, and I would like to see these indicators a little bit off the top side before giving that a call to any bullish rally. Support on the day seen at 1,282. Oil is still trugging along and looking like we can eventually get above $50 and look up towards the target of 52. As you can see here, the market overall still posing a threat to the upside after rising 1.5% last night and posted a high of 49.92. Support, though, I would turn negative if the market plummets back towards, should I say, 44.65 to 45.45. They are key levels in the market, so do keep an eye on that. That wraps up for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day that's ahead.